Identity Thief. Part 2: The Deadly Friendship. Daniel, still posing as Clara, reached out to and through private messages. Clara complimented on her cleverness and suggested they meet in person, and was cautious but flattered. She had never met someone who appreciated her work. After some hesitation, she agreed, feeling a strange thrill at the prospect of meeting another scammer. Their first meeting was at a quiet cafe, far from the prying eyes of the city. Daniel, as Clara, was charming and engaging, dressed impeccably in designer clothes, and found herself drawn to Clara's charisma and intelligence. They quickly formed a bond, within unaware of the true identity behind the mask. Daniel, on the other hand, was fascinated by Anne's audacity and wanted to know everything about her. As weeks turned into months, their friendship deepened. They met often, sharing stories of their exploits, each trying to outdo the other with tales of deception. Daniel carefully orchestrated their interactions, slowly gaining Anne's trust. He learned about her troubled past, a childhood spent in foster care, her struggle to find stability, and her eventual turn to identity theft as a means of control and survival. And felt she had found a kindred spirit, someone who understood her without judgment. But strange things began to happen, and started noticing oddities in Clara's stories, discrepancies that didn't add up. One day, while researching for her next scam, Anne stumbled upon a news article about a series of unsolved murders. The victims were all young women, and the modus operandi was eerily similar to the details Clara had casually mentioned in passing. Her instincts, honed by years of deception, sensed something was off. She began to investigate Clara's background, digging into the history of the real Clara Matthews. What she discovered sent chills down her spine. The real Clara Matthews had died under mysterious circumstances, her identity stolen by Daniel to cover his tracks. The more Anne dug, the more she uncovered about a series of unsolved murders linked to a serial killer who used fake identities to lure victims. The realization hit her like a freight train: she had befriended a monster, and was torn between fear and the need for justice. She started gathering evidence, piecing together the fragments of Clara's fabricated life. Each discovery was a piece of the puzzle that revealed Daniel's true nature. But the closer she got to the truth, the more dangerous her situation became. Daniel was always one step ahead, aware of her every move. One evening, as they sat in a secluded corner of a high-end bar, and decided to confront Clara, she asked pointed questions, testing the waters, her heart pounding in her chest. Daniel's responses were measured, his mask of charm never slipping, but Anne could sense the underlying menace. The tension between them grew palpable, and knew she had to act fast before Daniel realized the extent of her knowledge. She decided to play along a little longer, hoping to gather enough evidence to bring him down. She couldn't let him continue his killing spree, but she also couldn't let him suspect her true intentions.